What's up, fellow brethren? I'm doing my thing on Karl Barth. Let's dive on in. So he was born on May 10th in 1886. And basically from a young age, he was kind of engrossed in the church, or in theology at least. His dad was a professor of New Testament theology and early church history at a college, and so basically from a young age he just grew up knowing about theology. As he got older, he went to highly rated colleges, and he learned from his teachers. Basically just his teachers had very optimistic views when it came down to Christianity, and he didn't necessarily agree with that. So eventually, when he graduated college, he became a pastor, and he became more aware of the militaristic views of the German church around then. And eventually, this issue led him to write his commentary on the Epistle of the Romans. Basically, what that is it involved him speaking on issues that normally people wouldn't talk about because they were more serious issues. Then over the years, he actually wrote 6 more revised versions of that letter. So I think that's pretty cool. And then eventually, the six things that he wrote, they grew pretty popular, and that led him to get more involved in the struggle with the German church. And so that's pretty much around the time when he founded the Confessing Church, and that was one of his major life accomplishments, and it's one of the things he's most well known for. And so basically what the Confessing Church is it's a church that it kind of went against what the Nazis' views were about the church. So what they thought is you can only teach certain things, basically, and all the churches have to be unified. They all have to teach the same things. You're not allowed to teach certain things because those things don't line up with what we believe. So basically, what he did is he founded the Confessing Church as a way for people who didn't necessarily believe what the Nazis were teaching, or what the Nazis were allowing people to teach, to be able to learn about the actual Bible and his views, which were more accurate than the Nazis' views. So basically, he just continued with the Confessing Church until the end of the war, and then when the war ended, he moved on to just smaller topics, some controversies on baptism. He eventually led to actually talk to prisoners in prison, kind of like Paul did. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, so he basically just continued with his teachings for a while. And then I have a quote from him, and it's a quote that most Christians know because it's a super simple song that we all sing. And it's "Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so." I thought it was cool that he wrote that because I didn't know that he came up with that, but he did, so it's pretty cool. So that's one of the reasons that I chose him, is when I found that out, is because I didn't know that he wrote that, and I thought it'd be interesting to learn more on him. And basically, he just kept teaching until he died on December 10th of 1968. And to this day, he still remains one of the most influential theologians of the 20th century. And that's my vlog thing on Karl Barth.